Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will learn how to find H.C.F by division process. So, for finding H.C.F by division process, if you are provided two terms or three terms, I would explain you that how do we find H.C.F by the process of division. So you will see that first of all, if two terms are given, they are the two polynomials. One contains the highest power x raised to power 3 and the other term is also containing the highest power of x as 3. So well, the first task is that we have to identify that what is the highest power of two terms whose HCF is to be calculated. So in this example, you can see that both have x raised to power 3 and x raised to power 3. Both have the same powers. So you can keep any of the terms as divisor and any of the term as dividend. For example, because both powers are equal, so for my own convenience, what I have done that I have taken this part as divisor and this part as dividend, that is written under the radical sign. And then I have started the process of division. You can see that x is to power 3 or 1 x is to power 3 and outside is x is to power 3. So you can divide this expression which is inside by this expression 1 times because power of x is same. So that's why if you write 1 here, so that means that you have to multiply this 1 with all of these 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms with this number 1. And obviously when you will multiply with 1, all of these 4 terms, they will be written as 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. But you have to make sure that you have to write the terms which contain the same power right below there, like x to the power 3, and when you will get them multiplied by 1, if you are getting an answer x to the power 3, it will be written exactly below x to the power 3. Then x to the power 2 will be written below the x to the power 2, and similarly the term involving x will be written in one alignment. Similarly, the constants 12 and 8, they are written in one alignment. If there's a term which is missing, like for example, if we add x to the power 4, then it will be written a little bit ahead because you have to write the term which have the same powers or same exponents. Those terms will be written. So once it is written by 1 and then it is substituted right here after the multiplication, then the next important step is that you have to change the sign. So this was actually plus 8, its sign will be changed, it will become minus, and minus will become plus, and so on. All the terms will be written like this one. And then you will see that the terms which are the same terms but opposite signs, those will be cancelled out. So you can see that if I just want to show you that for the process of the cancellation, you can go for like this one. These two will be cancelled. So because these two will be cancelled, so only you would not write anything as a remainder. 3x square minus x square will give you 2x2, and 10x minus 16 will give you minus 6, plus 12 minus 8 will give you plus 4. Now the noticeable point is here that in the remainder you will see that the power is actually x is to power 2, which is the highest power in the remainder. But for the divisor, the highest power is 3. So now this term divisor cannot further divide this remainder. So you have to change the divisor, which is a part of the procedure for HCF by division method. That before changing the divisor, we have to see that is there any number which is common from this remainder. So 2, 6 and 4, if you take out 2 as common, you will take out 2 as common and then you will ignore it as well. So taking constant common, as you can see that if you take out 2 as common, we will get these 3 terms. So this reduced power of x will become the new divisor, and the old divisor will become the dividend. We would write that dividend inside the term and we will start the division again. You can see that this is x is to power 2, this is x is to power 3. So if you want to make x square as x is to power 3, so you will have to multiply it by x. And this x will be multiplied with all these 3 terms, and it will become x is to power 3 minus 3x square plus 2x, And as I told you earlier, that you have to write the terms which are of the same power. X raised to power 3, x raised to power 3 terms will be in one alignment, and 2's and x raised to power 1 will be in one alignment. Once you write it after the multiplication of x with all of these terms, you will change the signs. So once you will change the sign, you will see that positive and negative will be cancelled. Plus 3x and 1x will become 4x square, minus 10 and minus 2 will become minus 12x, and plus 8 will be written here. And because power is x raised to power 2 and divisor also contains a power x raised to power 2, so it can further be divided by this expression or this divided. So x squared will be multiplied by plus 4 times to make it 4x squared. So I have written 4x squared. 4 into minus 3 will give you minus 12, and 4 plus 2 will give you 8. And once it is written, then you will change the signs. Once you will change the signs, you will see that all these terms will be cancelled, remainder will be 0. So the term which has actually divided, it will become the H.C.F. Fine. The term which completes the division and it leaves 0 remainder, that term is actually taken as the H.C.F. Fine. You can see that this is the answer. It will be taken as H.C.F. So this is the first example to explain you that how to find H.C.F. by the process of division. Okay, students, for another example, because it contains a different concept in this question, you will see that if we are asked to find H.C.F. by division process for another problem, which contains x raised to power 4 as the highest power and it contains x raised to power 3 as highest power. As I told you earlier, that first CN is that which contains the highest power. If both have the same or equal access to power, then you can take either term as divisor or divided. But in case if you have one greater power of x, like in P of x, you can see that x raised to power 4 is a greater power, while in Q of x, x raised to power 3 is less than x raised to power 4. So this x raised to power 3 term involving x raised to power 3 will be written as divisor, and this term will be taken as divided. Now, before starting the division, you have to see that you cannot read the table of 5x3 even one time, because if you will write it inside, you can see that this is x raised to power 4. So you cannot generate 5 in either way. So the process is that you will first multiply with the coefficient of highest power of divisor, that is normally 5, with all of the terms of dividend, or the terms which are written inside by the coefficient or the constant number 5. If we will not do it, it will not be an easy task to go for the division. So you first get it multiplied, each term will be multiplied by 5. So the expression will become 5x4, 5x3, 10x square plus 5x minus 15. Now these 5 terms, now you can divide with this divisor easily. 5x3 will be written x times to make 5x raised to power 4. So similarly, this x will be multiplied with all of these 4 terms. So it will become 3x cubed, 17x square plus 6. Then changing sign will cancel 5x4 minus 5x4. So you will get the remainder. Now you can see that unless until the power is not reduced, like x raised to power 3 in the remainder and x raised to power 3 in the divisor, they both have the same power. So what is required, that you have to multiply it by 5 again, because in table of 5 you cannot generate 2 as coefficient. So to go for the complete division, you need to get it multiplied by 5 again as a coefficient of divisor 5. So it will generate 10x3, 35x square minus 5x minus 35. So if you will read the table of 5 now, so you can read it 5 2s are, so you write 2 there and get it multiplied 2 with all these 4 terms and write below here. And after changing the signs, you will get this number. You will see that 29x square, 29x minus 87, you can take out 29 as common. Either you divide, or what I would recommend that you should write taking 29 common, 29 as common, So this will make the form like this one. As I told you, question will be written like this one. This whole expression. I just want to reduce the size of the equation and put it in a bracket. So this will give you new divisor as x square plus x minus 3. If you take out 29 common, you will get this one. So this will become the new divisor. And the old divisor, which was right here, this 5x3, 3x square minus 17 plus x, this will be taken as new dividend. Dividend will be written inside the radical sign. And then you will again start the process of division. You will see that in two steps, you will get the remainder as 0. So the number which actually divides completely, that is called the H.C.F. You can see that this is the H.C.F. The term which divides perfectly and it leaves the remainder 0, that term is called H.C.F. This is how do we find H.C.F by division process. So I hope that you will understand, because these questions are a little bit complex, so they need written practice. So by watching it, next step should be that you should write these questions with your own hands and practice these questions. Then you will be in a better position to understand and to grasp the concept.